Okay, he activates skill drain. All right, fine. Let's go ahead and activate Forbidden Droplet. So normally he would negate my effect, right, on the field. So what we're gonna do is with Droplet, we're gonna send Zeus to the graveyard. Now his effect will activate because he is in the graveyard. So skill drain does not affect our Zeus sending the entire field. There we go. Hey, I'm the final anomaly. If you enjoyed the video, please hit it with the like, comment down below. And if you would consider subscribing to the channel, I would really appreciate it. It helps the channel out massively. I will be hosting a tournament May 7th. It is free to join. The sign up will be down below. It'll be hosted live on my Twitch channel. We stream live 5 days a week, with Yu-Gi-Oh being every Wednesday and Friday. So I hope you guys can make it. For these Ojama routes, I'm going to show you how maybe you can try to thin down the deck in case you start off with the brick, how you can bait out some hand traps, maybe particular spells. A few people have commented on Called by the Grave. I highlight Ojama Duo. Guys, I cannot stress how good that card is. A lot of people think it is not a good card. It has saved me in so many duels. I'm trying to make this deck very versatile, not specific to just certain decks. How you can work around skill drain, Imperial Order, and just overall how beneficial it is to know a particular deck. I will be making a part 3 of this video. Part 3 will be a lot more specific to all the routes. It'll be pre-set up. It'll probably be in solo mode or with somebody helping me make the video. It won't be in rank. It's just to show you how to get to those routes instead of something like this where it's situational. Let's go ahead and get into it. Thank you guys so much. All right, guys, for this Ojama route, I just faced this person in rank. I think it's a really good showcase. Now, I'm going to go ahead and show the whole map. I will do it in fast forward and try to explain best as I can. The reason I'm doing the whole match is because I want you to see the value in Ojama Duo. Again, I have a lot of people that are like, why do you run Ojama Duo? And they don't seem to understand. I want this deck to not just be good against some decks. I want it to be very versatile against a lot of decks. Ojama Duo is really good against Eldritch. Really good against Eldritch, because if they run Imperial Order, it doesn't affect it. Skill Drain, the 2 monsters that I want on the field's effects activate in the graveyard. I need it to be able to summon out Racoon so that we can try to get rid of Skill Drain and all his trap cards. So anyway, I just want you guys to see the hand that I drew is a brick here. This is a really bad, horrible hand, but it's Eldritch. And one thing I know about Eldritch is that I'm not scared of OTKs or FTKs here. I've never had an OTK or FTK with an Eldritch before, ever. And so I'm not worried that I'm going to die in one turn. So go ahead and set pink. Reason I do that, obviously, I want to get rid of Ojama. The reason I want to get rid of Ojama as fast as I can is because I want to thin down the deck. I want to thin down the deck and bring out as much cards as I can. Now here I actually draw, I believe, into an Ojama Duo. So this is tough. Normally I would do Ojama Duo right away, because then I could activate it and I'd have some kind of protection. But honestly, Ojama Duel was more important. We needed to thin down the deck so that our next draw could be more effective, because we had a brick. We have a big brick in our hand, and we need to draw something a little more effective, and thinning down the deck will do that, because now we've gotten some of the bricks out of the deck. So we go ahead and draw into a Maxi. Now guys, Maxi is here for 2 purposes, okay? It's here for 2 things. One, it's here to draw cards if we're able to, but at the same time, we want to bait out a hand trap. Blossom is like the worst thing in the world. It's disgusting. So if we can bait out a Blossom and get rid of a Blossom, or draw cards, that's a win-win. Or even Called by the Grave. So Maxi will be there to bait a Called by the Grave, bait a Blossom, and if not, so we can draw cards. So it's a win-win either way. It's a win-win either way. And at this point, to be honest, drawing 1 extra card and thinning down the deck because we drew the Maxi out of the deck, that's a win here. And so anyway, we go ahead and set Ojama Duo. We set Ojama Green. Again, I'm not scared of an OTK or FTK. At this point, it's not going to happen. But anyway, so he gets rid of green. Now, at the end phase, we're going to activate Ojama Duo. Guys, we actually, this is a win-win situation here. Like, this is great. We don't want to activate Ojama Duo. We don't want to give him tokens. But he activates this, negating it, which is great, because all we activated Ojama Duo for was just to send it to the graveyard. So we're in a good spot. We're in a great spot here. Anyway, so now it's our turn. He doesn't even have a monster on the field. I decide, you know what? We're not going to activate Ojama Duo here. There's no need. Guys, Ojama Duo brings in a lot of value depending on the deck that you face. Yeah, you're going to face certain decks and they're going to OTK you or FTK you. That's just the nature of the beast. If it's within their power and they get the right draw, that's usually the case no matter what deck you're using. Everybody's got the potential to lose to an OTK or FTK with these decks nowadays. This deck is not a 100% win rate. It's there to be very versatile. And so anyway, go ahead and set and set. We set Droplet here in case, because at this point now I fear he can summon two Eldritch Golden Lords, maybe even 3. So I needed something just in case. I activated Maxi here because I knew he was going to be able to special summon the Golden Lord. There we go. We got the Blossom. You know what? I'm okay with him getting his Golden Lord. I'm okay with that. We got rid of a Blossom. We're far more scared of Blossom than we are of the Golden Lord. He's not even that... The Golden Lord's not even that strong. So I'm okay with that. We got Maxi did its job. Would I have liked more cards in my hand? Of course. Anyway, so here we're protected by Ojama Black, and we're protected with Ojama Duo, and he already used Blossom this turn, so he can't Blossom our Ojama Duo even if he wanted to. So we're safe. We know we're safe this turn. So he goes, attacks my Ojama Black. That's fine. I go ahead and don't activate Ojama Duo, guys. The reason I'm not is I'm waiting for him to activate Skill Drain. I know he has it. Eldritch always has Skill Drain. I'm waiting for him to activate Skill Drain so that I can clear all the cards on the field. The entire plan this entire time, now that Ojama Duel is in the graveyard, is get Racoon out, make him indestructible, and then bring out Zeus. That's the plan. That's been the plan the entire time. So when he activates this, I finally activate Ojama Duo. The reason I activate Ojama Duo here is because this card is allowed to banish a card from the graveyard, and I cannot have him banishing Ojama Duo. So I went ahead and I went for it. I went ahead and summoned my 2 Ojamas. I didn't have a choice here. I couldn't risk him banishing Ojama Duo and then me being stuck without Ojama Duo. But that's fine. We have 3 monsters on the field. I'm also scared he's got a Torrential Tribute, but at this point he's not going to use it. So I'm scared he's got a Torrential Tribute as well. Anyway, he activates this. Now he's going to have 2 Golden Lords. Now we're in the danger of it being a little scarier. He puts him in defense. I don't know why, though. Anyway, so he goes, attacks another card. Very slow match here. Anyway, so we have 2 Ojamas on the field. We're about to have a third. Let me see what we draw in. So we draw into Ojama Duo, guys. Again, Ojama Duo. Very strong. Anyway, here we finally go into the Racoon. I go ahead and put Ojama Blue into attack mode. So that I can go for 2 things here, Zeus or Ojama Duo or Ojama Blue's combo. And the reason I have him too is because I need him to be immortal. So anyway, he activates this, he destroys my my Ojama Blue. That's totally fine. So we go for Racoon. We finally go for Zeus here. We're not even gonna wait. We're gonna go into Zeus's effect. Anyway, he activates this. This allows him to special summon another Golden Lord. That's fine with me. Like, that's totally fine with me. Bring him out. So anyway, the reason I set Ojama Duo is because I'm sending it to the graveyard this way. All right, there we go, guys. There's the skill drain, guys. This is where it's super important. Okay, guys, if you guys didn't know this, I know this isn't necessarily an Ojama route, but it's a route for this deck. Okay, he activates skill drain. All right, fine. Let's go ahead and activate Forbidden Droplet. So normally he would negate my effect, right, on the field. So what we're going to do is with Droplet, we're going to send Zeus to the graveyard. Now his effect will activate because he is in the graveyard. So Skill Drain does not affect our Zeus sending the entire field. There we go. Oh, look at that. He had Imperial Order. Disgusting. He had a Super Poly. Oh, Imperial Order, Super Poly, Skill Drain. This man's deck was disgusting. No way he should have lost that. Anyway, so we send it all. We clear the field. Guys, we're fine. And keep in mind, we got an Ojama Duo still. We still got Ojama Duo in the graveyard. Anyway, he goes through his plays here. So guys, Ojama Duo is like really good against Eldritch. Really good. It's always saved my butt against Eldritch. I've never really worried. I've said it in previous videos, guys. With Eldritch, all you got to do is just wait. Wait until you get Ojama Duo or Ojama Pajama and you'll be safe. Anyway, we get Ojama Blue. We immediately go for 2 Oja Simulations because all our bricks are in the graveyard now. And we haven't lost any life points except for, I don't remember when we lost 800. Anyway, Ojama Pajama. We go ahead and go here and he's going to scoop after he figures out that we have greatness here. I think he activates another skill drain. Let me see. Yeah, so he activates another skill drain. I'm not even worried about it at this point. We're gonna come up with enough attack power to just wipe him out. We already know what these face down cards are, so we're not worried. Anyway, we could bring in Goddess. We got rid of the Golden Lord that was indestructible. So at this point, we don't even need to go for our Ojama Blue combo. We can, because skill drain doesn't affect the monsters in the graveyard. I made a mistake here. I accidentally returned one of my ABC pieces, which really upset me because I made that mistake. But we figure out a way to send it back to the graveyard. So anyway, we go ahead and Oja Simulation this. We bring out XYZ. So what I did is I know XYZ's effect is going to be negated. So here's another thing you guys can keep in mind, guys. If you guys need to send a card to the graveyard, I could have sent Ojama Pajama to the graveyard, bringing back all my banished Ojamas as well. So guys, that's another thing. You can send Ojama Pajama to the graveyard, bring in back all your Ojamas from the banished zone, and then you can go into Link or XYZ with them as well. But anyway, so what I did is I went ahead and brought XYZ. I know his effect is going to get negated. I need to send Wyvern to the graveyard though. So I sent him to the graveyard for the cost. So his effect gets negated, but we got Wyvern in the graveyard now. So our mistake has been corrected. We went ahead and fixed that. I think this card here can bring a monster into the field. So I think he knows that, and that's why he hasn't given up here. But we're bringing in enough attack power. This is going to let me bring in Power Arm Dragon, but he scooped because he knew it was over. So anyway, guys, for this part of it, it's to show you how you can work around skill drain. It's not the end of the world with skill drain, guys. You want to know your decks. You want to know that Eldritch loves to have Imperial Order. Eldritch loves to have skill drain, and you have to know that. You have to also kind of realize, does this deck have OTK, FTK potential? What are the odds? Keep that in mind, guys. Just some tips for when you're using the Ojama Trick Max deck. A lot of people are calling it the Ojama-sama deck, and the reason is because I've made videos titled Ojama-sama. Guys, these are the same deck. The only difference is that I named it Ojama-sama because the very first part of the video was called Ojama-sama. So anyway, they're the same deck, guys. Something to keep in mind of how to deal with Eldritch, how to deal with skill drain with this deck, and like Imperial Order. So I knew he had Imperial Order, so I was working around my trap cards, which was pretty much Ojama Duo, and Ojama Duo pretty much won me this entire duel. That's hilarious, isn't it? But anyway, keep that in mind, guys. Alrighty, I hope that was helpful. Thank you guys so much. Special shout out to, I believe his name is Kane on YouTube, Kazuto on the Twitch channel, for the previous video. He is actually the one that mentioned Marshmallow, which I looked into and ended up putting him in the Moki Moki deck, or the Moki Moki deck hybrid that I made for that video. So special thanks to him. I know there's a bunch of people giving me some tips and some advice on the comment section. I really appreciate it, guys. If I don't shout you out by name, it's not on purpose. It's just so many comments, but I will definitely mention when somebody gives me a tip. Thank you guys so much. I hope you have an amazing day.